Hi, Jen here with California Baby Love. I'm in the hospital right now and all is well. I'm the proud mama of a perfectly healthy baby girl, baby Everly Robin. She was born on the 18th. She weighed 6 pounds, 11 ounces at birth, and she's perfectly healthy. So this has been just an amazing experience. I've been here for a couple days now. My water actually broke on Sunday morning, and so we came into the hospital. She's just moving a little bit over there in her bassinet. So we came to the hospital first thing in the morning. 5:45 my water broke, and we got here at about 6:30 after packing up, and they checked me and I actually was not dilated at all. So they wanted my body to naturally start into contraction, so we took a couple hours to see if that would happen. And meanwhile we're getting settled in at the hospital and they're monitoring my belly, and they could see I was having contractions on the monitor, but I couldn't really feel them, and they were just really mild cramping. You know, basically I had a long ways to go before I would be in full-on labor. So to try and help move things along, they did give me a medicine called Cytadel, I believe, and it's inserted vaginally, and it's supposed to help thin out the cervix. And so once they put that in and they were keeping an eye on my baby's heart rate, there were a couple instances where her heart rate dropped when I was having a contraction, even though I couldn't even feel the contraction. And that was really concerning because it meant that she was not tolerating the contractions very well at all, and maybe there was some reason why her heart rate was dropping. So they allowed my body to see if we could naturally get things going without that happening again, but it happened one more time, and they told me that it's not something they would take a risk with, so the best option for me was going to be a cesarean or a C-section. So I was surprised at that. One thing I'm happy with is that I didn't have any concrete expectations of how I wanted my labor to go. I was open to it happening naturally and doing it without an epidural. I was open to having an epidural, or, you know, if need be, you know, I was going to take the advice of the hospital staff, because I really do trust my doctor, and this is an excellent hospital. And so when they told me that I needed to have a C-section, I was a little bit scared because it's a major surgery, but I trusted them, and the experience of having a C-section was somewhat surreal. It happened really fast. Once they took me in, everything was just fast moving, and then my legs were numb, and then she was here, and a lot of weird sensations, a lot of pressure, and, you know, bright lights, and just a total flow and release of like fear and then elation. And it was wonderful though, and you know, when we heard her cry, it was just the most amazing sound I've ever heard. But my point is, I'm okay with the fact that I had to have a C-section, and I'm glad that I didn't have my heart set on having a natural birth. I was open to doing whatever needed to be done to get my baby here safely, and so it wasn't like a huge disappointment or letdown. You know, all that matters is that she's here and she's healthy and I'm healthy. When they went to take her out, the umbilical cord was wrapped around her neck really tightly twice, which is the reason why her heart rate was dropping every time I was having a contraction in labor before. And it's a good thing that I was in a hospital where they could do a C-section and take care of me the right way, because that's not, because pushing her out naturally would not have worked because of the way the umbilical cord was around her neck. So, you know, I just feel really blessed, and she is just amazing. She's been breastfeeding from the moment they put Everly on my chest. She knew exactly what to do, and she latched right on. And so all day Monday and Tuesday and all night, Everly was such a little champ nursing on each breast. She was nursing almost every hour and a half, sometimes even sooner than that, every hour. And by doing that, it was really helping to get my milk in quicker. And so my milk did show up just recently. My breasts feel a lot different now, and I could tell like the milk is here. It's not free flowing yet, but there's been a lot of changes. Like my breasts are really full, and she's actually getting more sustenance now when she nurses. So I'm just so blessed and happy, and so far this experience has just been amazing, and I feel like the luckiest woman on earth.